Welcome back to 3 Minute Studio. Today, we're delving into one of history's most harrowing chapters to examine the life of Adolf Hitler. His dictatorship unleashed World War II and the unspeakable horror of the Holocaust, events that cost tens of millions of lives. This isn't just a history lesson, it is a stark reminder of how unchecked hatred and the lust for power can lead to utter devastation. Born in Austria in 1889, Adolf Hitler's early life gave little hint of the future he would shape. After serving in World War I, he found his calling in the turbulent politics of post-war Germany. Joining the small National Socialist Party, he used his powerful, fiery speeches and relentless propaganda to prey on the fears of a nation crushed by defeat and economic depression. The German people were desperate for a savior, and Hitler promised them renewed greatness. In 1933, he was appointed chancellor. In a matter of months, he dismantled Germany's democracy, establishing a brutal dictatorship that crushed all opposition and seized control of every aspect of public and private life. Once in power, Hitler began his aggressive campaign to dominate Europe. He secretly rebuilt Germany's military in defiance of international treaties, and then began invading neighboring countries, culminating in the invasion of Poland in 1939, which officially triggered World War II. At the heart of his regime was a vile, racist ideology that demonized Jews, Roma, Slavic peoples, and many others deemed inferior. This hatred led to the Holocaust between 1941 and 1945. His regime systematically murdered over 6 million Jewish men, women, and children in concentration and extermination camps. This was a crime against humanity on an unimaginable scale. While his armies initially seemed unstoppable, conquering much of Europe, the tide of the war eventually turned against his brutal regime. By the spring of 1945, the end was near. With Allied forces closing in on all sides and Berlin reduced to rubble, Hitler took his own life in his underground bunker. He left behind a Germany in ruins and a continent ravaged by war. His legacy is a permanent, chilling warning against the dangers of totalitarianism, racism, and the abuse of power. By studying this dark period, we are reminded that precious values like freedom, truth, and human dignity are our strongest defenses against the rise of such tyranny. We must never forget. Thank you for watching 3 Minute Studio. The darkest chapters of history are the ones we must learn from the most to ensure they are never repeated. If you found this video insightful, please like, subscribe, and share it to help spread awareness and understanding.